Supreme is a culinary term used to describe the best parts of a food, such as a boneless, skinless chicken breast, or in this case, a citrus with its pith and peel removed. The word supreme derives directly from the Latin word supremus, meaning highest. I believe it is also how ancient folks used to get their Taco Bell tacos with sour cream and tomato. Does anybody have any orange slices? Hi, boo boo. I'm going to keep my citri to the side of the cutting board. I also have another bowl at the top to catch all the segments when they come off. I also have another bowl to catch the peels and centers. Don't throw those away. A linen towel will help clean your knife in between cuts tucked into your pajama pants. I'm assuming the high majority of people are here to learn how to do this on an orange. It's also the easiest to practice on. Make a claw with your non-knife hand, and optionally you may make the noise of the animal you're pretending to be.
That was a lemur.
This claw will ensure that we guide our knife to the right spot, keep all of our fingers, and keep this roly spherical boy on the cutting board. As I said before, supreme basically means the best parts of the food, so this white part, aka the pith, is unnecessary. The outer part, the peel, we do want to keep for other dishes, but not this. We're looking for the segments here in between the walls. To achieve this, we must remove the pith from the inner segments. I recommend using the very tip end of your knife, as it has the most control and lowest amount of surface area. Focus on taking off smaller pieces of the peel one at a time, spinning the orange so that your knife can stay in a comfortable position, allowing you to move around the curvature of the orange. Lastly, we must remember to sweep the knife underneath our citrus to remove the peel underneath it. Now, just like me, when I put together IKEA furniture drunk, there's always going to be some pieces left behind, even if you followed the instructions to a T. Don't worry, just go back with your knife and clean those up. The white parts in the middle, also known as segment walls or segment membranes, are what we are aiming to cut around. Slice as close as you feel comfortable to the segment walls towards the core in the center. What you should be left with is this perfect supreme orange segment.
It's not perfect. We can all see that part of the core you accidentally cut and pulled out with it. So, that's not a perfect segment. So, don't call it a perfect segment.
After the first segment has been removed, I like to peel back and hold the wall so that it makes the second cut a lot easier. This way you have a better idea of where your knife is in relation to the core. With our other citrus, we are following basically the same exact steps with some nuance. Limes and lemons are generally around the same size, but house variety lemons can be a tad bit bigger. I recommend sticking with your regular medium chef knife. We're still following the same steps though. Take off pith and peel. Remove the segments in between the walls. In my experience, I will say though, lemons are usually the ones with the most seeds, so be careful, but you can easily remove them after. Limes tend to run smaller, so I recommend a smaller knife, like a paring knife. This will make it easier to maneuver around. You can also use this opportunity to act like you're a giant and big person for once and not a tiny pipsqueak that never got picked for any sports and only made JV out of pure pity. Now, you are more than welcome to use a large knife, but please practice with other knives first, lest you want your friends to constantly be asking you, "So, what's up with the Band-Aid?" The grapefruit was the hardest one for me to get down when I started out in kitchens, but let's just remember our steps. Keep knife hand comfortable, turning fruit towards it. Take off peel in small sections and sweep underneath. Slice down the segment wall and into the core as close as we can. After the first segment has been removed, we can hold back segment walls to make our cuts a lot easier and see where our knife is. There are many uses for these citrus segments. I like to use mine in salads with goat cheese and cashews. You can also put them in an oven for 250 degrees for 10 to 12 hours to dehydrate and put them on granola. Save all of your cores and juice them because they have an abundance of very good juice, which you can mix with alcohol after having watched all of this terrible video. Keep the peels as the zest is very good for recipes. You just simply need a microplane or a box grater to remove it. I am also currently working a video that hopefully will come out in a few weeks that is candied zests of citrus. Thank you again for joining Kitty and I in another fun-filled day in the kitchen. Here are some other videos you may enjoy, and if you like this channel, please subscribe. Love you. See you on the next one.